We made it out the group, baby!
It was never in doubt.
Oh, remember when I looked at you when it was still 0-0 and I said, today's episode brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Oh, I remember it like it was minutes ago.
Honestly, it was words of wisdom that we live by, baby.
Wow. You know?
Did you doubt it at any point that we make it through? Be honest. We made it through.
I mean,
this is like, when a couple decides to get divorced and they're like, all right, we'll tell the truth now. I hate your mother, bro.
Breaking it to the kid softly, I was a little nervous at the end. Look, when the Timothy Weah goal
don't make anything easy. Bro.
We don't. I mean, there's no way. We can't, a nice 3-0 victory, not worrying about.
What are we, England? We can't do that.
Okay, and now we got to worry about Christian Pulisic's, bottom area.
Right, we got to worry about his Netherlands when we play Netherlands. We got to worry about his Bajo. What is it again?
Países Bajos.
Países Bajos.
Oh,
bro.
Bajos Países.
Bajos Países. We got to worry about that now?
Wow.
The man broke his dick for America.
Okay, we need to make a commemorative statue. Or at least a sex toy.
Right? Harry Kane, what have you sacrificed for your country? Did you sacrifice your Harry Kane?
Okay, there we go.
I can't believe that worked. I really can't. In my head, I was like, bro, you a genius, dog. Even my brain was like, you thought about that on the fly?
What's good, everybody?
Hey, actually.
Finally.
You know what?
Chris Whittingham coming through. Yes, it did hit him in the penis. Welcome to the Cooligans World Cup Daily. My name is Christian Polanco.
My name is Alexis Guerrero.
Okay, and as you can see on the screen behind me, okay, we just finished watching U.S. men's national team take on Iran. I'm kidding.
Somebody tweeted out, it's pronounced eliminated.
U.S. against Iran. And we
had to win.
We had to win. It would have been nice to comfortably win.
Buddy, look, all that matters is you win.
Right. Yes.
That's all that matters. I don't care if you started out with 11 guys, you walked in there with 22 nuts, and you're leaving with 21, bro.
You only lost one nut? Or
look, you split it open. I don't think they both fall out. That would be horrific, dude. They both fell out, and he said, I'll be ready for Saturday. Hey, buddy, why don't you take it easy?
Okay.
Chill, bro.
All right. It's not Christmas. We don't need the chestnuts roasting on open fire just yet.
In fact, without those nuts, it's just going to look like a mistletoe.
Look at it. We're in the holiday spirit.
Come on. It's the most wonderful nuts of the year.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. Man, it's a lot to be excited about.
You're Christian Blanco. I'm Alexis Guerrero.
I literally said that. We did that already.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Alexis has no memory of.
I have no idea. He lost his nuts. I lost my brain. It don't matter, bro.
Okay, Alexis' knee is still not functioning.
It's, you know what? We're like at 60%.
Wow.
Thank you to Harry for bringing his Theragun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the Theragun is a brand.
It's a Theragun brand.
Yes. Okay, good.
Yes.
I couldn't afford that one. I got the Amazon.
You got the Garathon.
Hey, but it does its job.
Yeah,
it works perfectly. Yeah, I got.
Bro, I honestly thought, I'm like, no one uses this for exercise stuff. This is a sex toy.
Okay, look.
And it turns out I was wrong.
But it's nice to finally know I'm not as wealthy as our producer Harry. Okay,
bro. Harry got that. What was he doing before this show, bro? How much of our budget is he taking? You, me, Christian, and I could have both had e-bikes if it wasn't for this guy?
Look, obviously, this was the main. We focus on the U.S. men's national team. There were other games.
We had two TVs up. We were showing the England game, but that was just like, thank you for having it.
Let's go. Look at the watch party because. we invited a bunch of friends.
Look at the superstars.
Okay,
that are here.
The comedy.
Christian, Alexis. We got
some other people.
Steph Tolev, a guy I've never met.
Naomi Caravani. Okay, the homies.
A dude I never met, but he's an Everton fan.
Yeah, Judah. His name was Judah. Yeah,
great dude. There's my homie Mike. There's Charlie. We got New York Nico in the house.
Do we?
New York Nico's just sitting on a couch.
Okay.
You got that? You ain't got that.
So that was really dope.
Joey Dardano.
And then Andrew in the blue hoodie there is really popular on TikTok.
Cubano.
Okay.
Shouts to the Cubans from Miami. Andrew Lecout.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but he has millions and millions of TikTok followers.
About 15 minutes into the game, I lean over. I go, hey, both of you, thank you for coming. I heard you got big followings. Do me a favor, tag the Cooligans. Might change our lives.
Hey, we're always working, all right?
Yeah,
it's all business.
You guys having a good time? You guys enjoying the snacks? Good. Why don't you tag the fucking Cooligans? Will ya?
He put $5 in his shirt pocket, you know?
Do me a favor. If you guys want to leave here with both your knees, because I could use one. I could actually borrow one of them if you guys want to leave.
Oh, look, modern medicine nowadays is actually really amazing.
You're going to need to borrow the Theragun if you don't fucking tag us, bro.
But no, this was the...
also, New York Nico sits on a couch the way I used to sit in a Honda Accord in elementary school.
My man is leaning back.
My dude's head is 2 inches higher than his knees. You're leaning back too hard.
Yes, I mean, look, if you're listening to the show, go watch it on YouTube so you can see exactly
his
what we're
butt
talking
isn't
about.
on the couch. It's just his back.
Bro.
You're leaning back too far.
This is Fat Joe leaning back, you know?
Look at this. Youssef Ricard of the New York City Forever podcast.
Everybody's coming
Everyone's
through.
here.
But let's see our reaction real quick.
Come on. I could barely get up because of my knee. So I did a lot of sitting here.
And there's Joey. Joey went off.
Joey Dardano, who's essentially a 1970s Las Vegas act. Still alive.
Joey was great singing the national anthem. Well, you know, we didn't even hire him for that, but he brought.
We actually asked him not to, but he still did.
So Christian Pulisic with the game winner.
You know what? It's what we asked of him.
We did. Look, he had to do something at this World Cup.
He broke his genitals.
So I don't look. This is all very speculative.
We don't know.
We don't know what happened. We don't want to speak on his medical.
We are
condition.
both willing to go in and check, though.
But we
just make that very clear.
Some people have been just suggesting all around Twitter.
There's a lot of rumors
that there might have been, a lower, very lower abdominal injury.
There might have been a dick breakage. Now I don't know if that's the medical term.
Yes, and but the sacrifice on the young man was incredible. I mean, he risked it all to get that goal,
and that goal it wasn't smooth. You know what I mean?
It wasn't smooth?
I don't think it was smooth.
It was remarkably smooth.
You don't break your fucking dick on a smooth goal, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Everything
Christian.
but the dick breakage
I gotta be honest
quite
with you.
smooth.
It wasn't, but I wouldn't say it was a revolu, but there was something about it where it was like, did this count? Please, Lord, tell me.
Yeah, there was that.
That's what I mean.
Who sent the ball? Was it?
I think it was Dest.
Dest sent the cross, but who sent the
cross.
ball to Dest? I think it was Anthony Robinson. That long diagonal.
I think it was Cameron Carter-Vickers.
It might have been. I don't remember who it was. I got to watch it back. This isn't Total Soccer Show where we rewatch the game.
Oh, we have no facts.
I vaguely remember us winning the game.
Yeah.
But when Dest got that ball and headed it across the box, I was just happy Christian Pulisic was there.
I'm happy somebody was there because how many crosses did we send to nobody?
Okay, but the fact that initially because from the initial angle I thought he headed the ball in, but no, he got a foot on it and blasted it in the net. But his momentum obviously carried him into the goalkeeper. And he ran into his dick ran into a wall.
Dick first.
Dick first.
Which brings up another question, not the dick part, ran into, and he was onside. Tim Weah's goal.
Yeah.
How was that offside?
It was offside. I mean, I've been seeing the photos of the VAR, what is it called?
What part
the
of him was offside?
His knee, kind of, he was maybe 7-8 inches offside, but he was offside. Yeah, and it was fairly obvious according to
inches.
the
I hope Christian Pulisic's okay, dude.
Okay, you're being very generous with this assumption.
Kid's got a Hershey kiss on the top of it. He's from Hershey, Pennsylvania.
But Christian Pulisic, he did post an image of him in the hospital.
He sent a Snapchat, which it got leaked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't.
He didn't post this. This is from his Snapchat.
Okay, I hope it's real, but it looks legit. And you see the caption there. It says, "So effing proud of my guys. I'll be ready Saturday. Don't worry."
It doesn't say effing. It says fucking proud of my guys.
I'm trying, just
For
trying
what?
to not get dinged.
By who?
I'm just,
the kid broke his ding. You can't respect his last words.
There's children listening sometimes.
AutoZone knows what we're doing, bro.
But no, man. So this is good to see. He says he'll be available Saturday. I don't know if he has to.
I'm not sure that's true.
I mean, wear a diper, bro.
Yeah.
Do whatever you got to do to protect yourself. It's all good.
Bro, how about a cup?
Okay. So this is good news because look, when I first saw the injury, I thought, he did come back into the game. So that made me at least somewhat comfortable. And I thought he broke a rib. It looked like he broke a rib.
I thought it was an abdominal injury.
Yeah.
But I thought it was one of those things of just like he took a knee or maybe the studs into his abs, and maybe it felt like he had pulled something, or maybe he got winded.
Right.
But he did stay on the ground for a long time. I'm surprised he came back in the game, to be honest with you. If you end up in a hospital, that means you probably shouldn't have come back to the game.
It was good that he also made it to halftime, so then he could be substituted
without using
one of the windows. So, I mean, the man is a warrior.
Okay, now you have 3 games where this man has been in the World Cup. 24 years old. Give me a rating for his World Cup performance, because
out of the 3 matches
all together, started out a little slow. I wouldn't necessarily say I was inspired by the game against Wales about his performance. He wasn't bad.
Yeah,
played really well. I wouldn't say he was the standout, but I think he played extremely well against England. Enough so that I don't know if you heard, Arsenal is now interested in him.
Yeah. The Manchester United.
No. Arsenal have renewed interest in him in case the Mudryk deal doesn't go through.
Okay.
So that's pretty great. I'm pretty happy about that. And so is about 50% of the North London group chat I'm in.
Really? That's interesting.
That's a higher percentage.
I would think Arsenal fans would not want him.
No, I think they like him. A lot of people are saying that he may be a little too similar to Emil Smith-Rowe, which I could see that. I could see that happening. But I do think he's a better fit than Mudryk. Also, people are shocked he's 24 years old. Everyone in that group chat thought he was 30. Because I guess he's been around for that
Got
long
a thick
enough.
beard, you know what I mean?
Bro. He also did look stressed even as a teenager. Played well against England. Wasn't the standout. This one, you got to give it to him. Scored the only goal of the game.
Yeah.
So altogether, what's your rating out of 10.0?
I'm gonna say in
give me an idea where your head's at.
8.5. He got the assist in the first game and he got the goal. So he effectively been the most important player.
You know what? I couldn't argue with that. I'm surprised you went so high, 8.5.
Yeah, the assist was huge.
It was huge, but I did want to see more from him in that first game. Part of me wants to see him take over a game, which I did. I did think he did that for moments in the first half of this game, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But yeah, 8.5 is probably higher than I go. I'd probably say 8.0, but still, great rating.
Yeah.
I think he's shown well. I think for a guy who's not playing every week in and week out at Chelsea, this has been a really strong World Cup. He got the first game jitters out.
Yeah.
And now he's kind of warmed up.
And what did you think of the decision to start Cameron Carter-Vickers instead of Walker Zimmerman and Josh Sargent? And so Jesus Ferreira has not had any minutes at this World Cup.
This feels like the game Jesus Ferreira should have played in. Josh Sargent already had a start. I wouldn't necessarily say Josh Sargent was the most effective. I'll tell you, everyone. I was more effective on the pitch than Haji Wright, though. What an absolute wild substitution.
He had enough opportunities to affect the game that he probably really should have, and I'm sure he regrets it a little bit.
The guy jogged around in the wrong direction 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
There were moments where, I mean, he let the ball bounce in front of him and got nowhere near it at one point.
That's the main one that he really should have.
That was, what, 5 times I had already yelled, Haji, right? What the fuck are you doing?
Yo, Haji, don't you know Alexis is upset with you, man?
Buddy, Italia Spore is not going to accept it. Alexis Spore won't accept it. Christian Spore won't accept it. It's just...
Even Neosporin is upset.
I honestly could use some. Did I tell you I put biofreeze on my knee?
Did you tell? No, you told everybody on the internet.
I tweeted about this. Honestly, I was seeing stars, dude.
What's biofreeze?
Because I was looking at a picture of me and you, buddy. Come on.
What's
biofreeze is what people put on their muscles when they've worked out too hard. I put it on my knee because I sat on the wrong couch. But so what's happened is my knee, while still kind of hurts, really most of the pain seems to be centered around my quad muscle, kind of still swollen, which is probably not good after about 10 days of an injury. Thanks to the Theragun. I think I broke my leg.
You need a doctor, bro.
I do.
You should be in bed with Christian Pulisic right now,
bro. Christian Pulisic broke his dick. I'd be like, oh, what about my knee, bro? What'd you do? Sit on the wrong couch, Chris? How come no one calls him Chris? So here's what I did. I put biofreeze on it, which is one of those things that like it's almost like an icy hot, but like a professional grade, and it feels like cool mint. Right? You get a rush of cool, but it goes deep into your muscles, bro. Oh, shouts to biofreeze. I did that, and I washed my hands, what I thought was pretty good. Turns out the answer is no, because the next thing I did was whip the old Christian Pulisic out to take a pity. And let me tell you something. The Netherlands had a cold show. Oh my God. I don't want to say too much on this show because I have a feeling both AutoZone and Metal Arc will be like, we don't need to know you're uncircumcised. But but the under part of the turtleneck, I sat down on the couch and then 2 minutes later I was like, yee! Not on the couch. I sat on a chair because I don't sit on the couch anymore. And I was just like, yeah. And I became delirious because there's no way to stop that pain. You just have to ride it out, dude.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, I think we know what medicine Christian Pulisic is currently using.
Buddy, you want to feel again? And by the way, there's like 6 people who tweeted at me like, dude, Pulisic needs that biofreeze you were using.
So look, I hope, according to the caption, he says he's gonna be all right. I think
on Saturday with a traction cast. He's got the little thing, but it's on.
So hopefully he can play and he's starting. Or we still didn't see. We spoke about this yesterday. Gio Reyna.
Can I tell you something? If Gio Reyna doesn't get in the game when Christian Pulisic has broken his dick and can't play, then clearly there's a problem.
There's something. I don't know if did you see Ronaldo's apology?
No.
Oh, if you Harry, if you can find it, if you look up Eric Ronaldo, it's a serious XM clip. But he apologized, and it looked the apology
looked like he had a gun to his head off camera.
It's really bad. I mean, he's basically saying like, oh no, you misunderstood. Winalda, Wynalda. So he basically is saying that like
you misunderstood.
Oh, I said it the wrong way. Like it wasn't that that Claudio was telling me that there was an injury. It was like or that that he was injured. It was like I was saying that was my opinion. It's just like, bro, it's either you're like
completely made it up, it's 100% true, and now you got to backtrack.
Or like it's either that, or like are you okay? Like mentally, like it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Meaning like it just sounds like a bipolar person who said one thing and then saying another, and they literally have no memory of like saying that thing in the past. It makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I said before.
Yeah, so it looks really, really bad for him to. Look, I think he just sort of stuck with what he said. We can play it right now. It's a bit long of a clip, but let's hear like 30 seconds of it because it is a little bit. It's a little bit concerning.
Man, I really wish we could see the kid on the field. I really hoping he gets some more time. That's it. If anybody is putting the two together as if I'm getting information from Claudio Reyna, and then including myself in the conversation. That I need to dispel that immediately.
Bro, that's what you said. You said that you got information from Claudio.
You said he's been crying on your shoulder. You've been consoling him for a couple hours. Not a couple hours, a couple days.
Let's see a little more.
And you paint a different picture. And then the other words that I wish I could take back is asking Gio to go along with it. No, he just expected him to go along with it. Is what would have been a better way to present that. I'm not suggesting that he, physically asked Gio, "Hey, I need you to lie for me." That's not
okay.
That's
You can
not
stop it.
what
This-
happened.
You specifically said. You basically said he lied. He was asked to lie.
Yeah, and he used those words. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
look again. We like Eric, but this is it's a bit much. Eric.
I mean, there's nothing. It's like you can't even defend his position. It makes no sense. I mean, and now
This is someone who Gio called him, or if he is friends with Claudio called him and was like, "Dude, you're making it way high."
Yeah.
But now we didn't even see Gio get in this game.
Yeah, and there wasn't. I think he probably would have gotten in the game if US gets a second goal. And Christian Pulisic.
He's not the right player to bring in, but you still want to see him. He's not the sub. He should have started, I think.
Yeah, it's just that he hasn't been tested in that setting just yet. Like he's had the pressure of Nations League, playing against Mexico. He's had a couple, but he's dealt with so many injuries that.
Well, you don't start him against the Netherlands?
No, you can't.
Now we're going to go an entire World Cup with only seeing him 11 minutes?
Yeah, he should, depending on how that game goes, maybe he'll get another opportunity. But there's nothing to suggest or us to have that much evidence that Gio Reyna is a game changer, because he hasn't even been given the opportunity to change a game. Right now, the trust.
I think we know from his talent level that he could be.
He could be, but it's all. We don't have the body of work of him having done that.
How do you get it? You get it by getting in the game.
Right. And he probably would have gotten those more opportunities if he wasn't struggling with injuries throughout this World Cup qualifying cycle. So that it's probably that.
Well, did you hear that they noticed, apparently they played a friendly with during the camp prior to the first game.
Okay.
I'm not sure. This is a rumor that's online. And they noticed that he had some hamstring tightness when they inspected him afterwards. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was during the physical or, maybe they went to a Jiffy Lube. I don't know how this works. But they inspected him afterwards. It's a great bit. I can't believe you just let that.
I mean, no, they
went to an
AutoZone, obviously. So I don't know why would they go to a Jiffy Lube when AutoZone is right there.
This is why he's not starting. They went to Jiffy Lube. If he would have gotten to an AutoZone, they would have been able to not only replace and repair his battery, but whatchamacallit, he goes. They do a medical on him or something, or they check him afterwards, and they notice some hamstring tightness that he says that he doesn't feel. He thinks he's ready to go. He's trying to gut it out. He's had some injuries.
Yes, yeah.
So I kind of agree with Greg here.
If it's true,
if the physio says his hamstring is a little tight, that means he can't go 90.
Yeah, but I guess the problem here is that,
and also you ruin this kid's career if he gets another hammy or ACL injury.
I don't know about that, but Gio did say that he was fine. So,
but isn't that what you would say if you wanted to play in the World Cup?
So then somebody's lying, right? But even if that's the case, Eric Ronaldo has no place to be talking about this.
I completely forgot we're still talking about Eric Ronaldo.
That's the main thing. There's no benefit to him sharing this, even if he knows anything about what's going on.
Yeah, this seems like someone who's trying to get a little bit of clout with the situation.
Yeah, you're not helping. We know that.
In no way, shape, or form did this.
And if
by the way, neither did this apology.
Yeah, this is bad. It's concerning to the degree of you're also you're a journalist, right? You're a pundit. Don't you want people to respect what you have to say and trust that you're being truthful? This is not a good look. Yeah. From a journalism perspective. So I honestly don't understand what.
I agree with you, man. He should have leaned in and just said, dude, I spoke to him again, bro.
So now, obviously the U.S. is taking on Netherlands, and how are we feeling about that?
I'm not excited about this.
I mean, Netherlands hasn't been like dominant.
They haven't been dominant, but
it's-
they look good. I mean, Cody Gakpo is a great player.
but
They don't have the pieces they used to have for sure. In defense, even they look a step slow.
Yeah, I mean, today's game they started Klaassen. Look, I think right now, I'm just terrified of Virgil van Dijk, bro. I don't know what's gonna happen out there,
Bro, he might be the only one. They beat Qatar 2-0, which is pretty good. Nothing crazy. Frankie de Jong. Oh, okay, no, they still got ballers, man.
I mean, the pie. They're good. They're good. I mean,
but Daley Blin.
it's not like
Dumfries. I'm not worried about Nathan Ake. I'm not worried about.
If
They got a dude named Portland Timber, bro. I ain't scared of these dudes, bro.
if the U.S. can play the way they played against England, and England is objectively a better team than Netherlands, do we think we have? Do you think we have a shot? A real shot to move on and go into the quarterfinal.
I didn't even realize they got Xavi Simmons. For some reason, I thought it was French. Here's the thing. Can you pull up the tab that I sent you? Because here's the stat that I think might change the way you feel about going against this team. Mm-hmm. Because I think we would agree that it's not the most offensively scary team, right?
Yeah.
The Netherlands. And 0 goals conceded in open play through the 3 matches in the World Cup for the U.S. men's national team. Put some respect on Tim Ream's name. This is from USMNT only. Has a player in your recent memory come into the U.S. men's national team squad and impressed, absolutely impressed, wiped all the critics away, in any way, shape, or form similar to the way Tim Ream has in these 3 matches?
No, but I mean, I think the combination of the center backs have. I mean, look, I mentioned it before. Tim Ream has been great.
He's been exceptional.
He has. I mean, I don't think he was exceptional. Look, there was a clean sheet. I think it was a collective effort. But to say that Tim Ream. He's been good. You're saying he's been exceptional and all this other stuff, and I'm not there just yet, but I think he's been very, very good, and I think it was a bold choice to call him into
35 years old, his first World Cup.
Yeah, it's a bold choice, but he's been very good at Fulham, and it worked out. So Greg Berhalter made the right decision, and to pick a guy who also has not played very much with the current squad. I gave more credit to Berhalter for picking him than simply Ream doing what we expected him to do. But again, the U.S. defensively, it's worked out. They've played incredibly well.
I think you pair him with Cameron Carter-Vickers because I do think while Walker Zimmerman is an incredible center back, he has made mistakes. He does seem like maybe it was just the first 2 matches because there was so much pressure, but it does feel like he kind of got a little bit lost out there or a little bit in the moment. Lost in the moment is probably the word.
In what game? All 3?
No, the first 2. When he came in this match, it was great. I mean, that's why I think maybe he plays that sort of lockdown sub.
Yeah,
way
closer.
More. Yeah, the closer, the Rob Holding, if you will, way better than he does as a starter. Unless, I mean, I can't imagine maybe hype for hype because Virgil van Dijk is so tall. You have to have a guy like Walker Zimmerman in there for set pieces and corners.
Yeah, Walker has to start against the Netherlands.
But I really like the way that Cameron Carter-Vickers played off of Tim Ream. I thought it was absolutely incredible. I think Tim Ream stayed home. Cameron Carter-Vickers ventured forward. I loved it. It reminded me of Per Mertesacker and Koscielny. Koscielny would go out, he'd run, he'd maybe take a few more risks. Per Mertesacker stayed back, made sure home was okay. I was really, really impressed. Granted, it's Iran. It's not exactly, the Netherlands, but
it was a different game than the other 2 matches for the most part, where the U.S. knew they were probably going to have a fair amount of possession,
right?
Because Iran they really did just need a draw, and so the game against Netherlands is not going to be that. And you need just physical bodies.
Netherlands plays the way we want the team to play. It plays in our hands.
I mean, where are you getting this confidence from?
Because if you're going to keep possession, you're going to have a high line that's going to allow us to convert quickly. we're probably not going to be able to play that sort of possession style that we've been able to play. We're probably going to be sitting in a different position. We're probably going to be getting anywhere from 35 to 45% possession.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to be the ones that are going to be dictating the way the ball, the movement and the ball. Maybe for moments we will, but not for throughout the match. For Netherlands, we're going to have to sit around. We're going to chase the ball a little bit. That's when a guy like Brendan Aronson's going to come in super handy. We have the players to play on the counter way more than we have. We don't have a striker. And I know Haji Wright ain't going to do it. Because he came in this game and he didn't do it. He just waltzed around the damn pitch for 20 minutes. So I think having guys like that, I think playing against the Netherlands, as long as we can stop them from scoring, it's going to play into our hands. It's going to play into the way we want to play.
But there's the key phrase: as long as we can stop them from scoring. It's not going to be easy.
It's not like they've been scoring like crazy. Cody Gakpo is by far the most dangerous player.
I think this
is his first World Cup.
I think the U.S. is probably a bit underestimated, and I think they could surprise the Netherlands for sure. And I think it's going to be very difficult for Netherlands to score.
Do you think they beat the Netherlands?
I think so. I honestly think this is the team they can get past. It's not a team I think the U.S. necessarily needs to be afraid of, but they are. As far as offensive options and chemistry, they have looked pretty good. But I still go back to like England couldn't figure the U.S. out, and I think that's going to be the key. Just defensively, how are they? Can they just keep doing what they're doing? They're not really giving up goals. I mean, the only goal they gave up was the penalty.
It's been incredible so far,
and there haven't been that many chances or like. Incredible clearances where they, players saved the day or whatever. Even today against Iran, there were a couple close ones, but nothing that were just high percentage chances. And that's, I would say that so far, is it safe to say that U.S. is the best defensive team at the World Cup right now?
Yeah.
It's pretty close. I mean,
Ecuador's out. They've been absolutely
Brazil's
incredible
been
defensively.
really good. But they're up there.
Yeah.
So I think for the most part, as far as from the last time we were at the World Cup to now, that's probably been the most impressive thing. Where like we've become a very, very strong defensive squad. We're not figuring out goals. We're not getting many, but to have this solid of a defense is a very good asset in a World Cup for sure.
Can I ask you the $1 billion question?
What's that?
You ready? It's a yes or no.
No.
You ready?
No.
No, you're not ready? Or are you ready?
Why? Go. Hurry up.
Okay.
People listening, they're like, yo, get to it. You're like this.
Oh, wow. You don't want to build a little tension, dude? Okay. If we lose to the Netherlands, not in crazy form. It's a tight game. We lose. Doesn't matter. We walk away. We're out of the World Cup. Does Greg Berhalter, did he do enough to keep his job?
Yes.
For how long?
That's a tough one. I don't know. I mean,
does he earn it through the next cycle, or does he earn it and then? But yeah, I got to see something in the Gold Cup. I got to see something in Nations League.
I think I would say you stick with him, and see how those other tournaments go.
So you still say I need to see something out of these two tournaments. You still have something.
Yeah. I look. I think especially this was the game that determined whether you keep Greg Berhalter or not.
And to me, he's got the job.
I mean, he's really done nothing but bring incredible amount of success to the U.S. men's national team, beating Mexico 3 times, winning Nations League.
Claudio Reyna, what do we think about that?
But I mean, the resume speaks for itself. Like, I get that people may not.
We asked him to get out of the group. He got out of the group.
Yeah, I get that people may not like Berhalter, the decisions he makes, and blah blah blah. But this is how everybody talks about every single manager. There's no. What manager is everybody like, this guy's just absolutely perfect. He gets it. He nails it every single time. It just doesn't exist.
No.
So look, would it be nice? I think the thing people think is, well, if Gio Reyna just plays, we would have already scored 15 goals. Okay, it's that. It's
I
that
think we have
Greg
one.
doesn't understand that if you put Gio in, we get 15 goals.
That's the problem.
Like
Well, 3 games, 15 goals.
15 goals, give or take.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right, I'll
Hey,
give
man.
you 1 or 2.
Plus or minus 1 or 2.
So that's the ridiculousness of it. But they do this with every manager at the World Cup. Gareth Southgate has arguably the best squad in the world, and they say he doesn't know what he's doing with this team.
He topped the group. And 3 days ago, people were calling for him to be fired mid-competition.
Because he drew against the United States. Yeah.
Which now, looking back, tactically smart.
Yeah, it worked out. I mean, the even after the game, he was honest about it was a good point. And the thing people get lost in and in these matches is like, we're England, we should be absolutely smashing these teams. I watch these Premier League players. I never heard of some of these other guys. Why aren't we absolutely destroying them? Because we're the best league in the world. And blah, blah,
my
blah.
group chat went from nobody cares about Americans. This is football. You guys call it soccer. You guys are going to lose 4-0, 4-1-2. Hey, I think Pulisic's the best choice for Arsenal in a span of 2 games.
You okay? Y'all are fickle.
Yo.
You can't trust your emotions.
Wow, bro. Flippy floppy, bro.
Okay, well, don't talk about Christian Pulisic that way.
Kid needs a pump.
So,
Didn't they say Sylvester Stallone had? Did you ever hear that rumor? He doesn't have a nut. He has a pump in one of his nuts.
no, but that's a common thing, right? It's not a pump, but isn't like an artificial testicle?
No. It's a pump.
A pump, like a Reebok pump, like.
You know what? It might actually be exactly that. It's like a little egg.
Oh,
And
nice.
then-
Well, I hope Sylvester's okay, man. He's doing fine.
Buddy, give me a pump. Makes everything so much easier.
So obviously we're looking forward to the game against Netherlands. Netherlands did beat
Took my
Qatar.
air mattress. That's pretty dope.
The Netherlands did beat Qatar 2-0. Obviously they were already eliminated.
I did expect Qatar to win this game.
I thought that would have been a nice
I thought
story.
Netherlands would be like, blah, 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 but at least Qatar would get one.
Yeah,
You know.
they got 1 goal the entire World Cup.
Which I'm hoping Canada wins their last game.
Yeah, that'd be lovely too. So this is a big one. Ecuador loses to Senegal 2-1, and
Heartbroken.
and Ecuador is eliminated.
Players crying on the pitch. It was a tough one.
Tough one, yeah. Ecuador, I think they showed pretty well at the World Cup, but just not enough against a strong Senegal side. There was
Congrats to Senegal, though. Senegal plays England now.
I don't know. I didn't even look at what the next matchups are. Do we have any? What's it? The Saturday, right? It's
No, they play 1B. Yeah. They play England
okay.
on Sunday.
Fat Mom hasn't updated the
But it does
matches.
say 1B, and in Group B, England finished first.
Okay. So the which is the one I want to talk about? Oh yeah. So Ecuador actually losing. It's still very disappointing. We have the Ecuador Panini sticker in front of Michael Estrada. And
Look at me. I got Gio Reyna. I'll put him in.
okay. We're doing what Greg wouldn't.
Right.
Okay.
Triple G. Look at that, huh? Not that hard.
Big day, obviously, big day. And obviously tomorrow we have the
It's an exciting one.
Group C third round matches, and Poland, Argentina, Saudi Arabia against Mexico.
Those are going to be the two most exciting games at 2:00. Australia versus Denmark. I'm not that, and against France versus Tunisia.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
cool.
I think it's fairly predictable.
I think Australia can still get in.
They can. I think if they win,
They're in second place right now. So if they win or draw, they're in.
Okay,
As long as Tunisia doesn't beat France.
which we shouldn't. That probably should not happen. The 10 a.m. games are those Australia, Denmark, Tunisia, France, and then 2 p.m. Eastern, obviously Poland, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico. The interesting. So we spoke about this yesterday with Lionel Messi and him kicking, the shirt, the Mexico jersey, like a centimeter in front of him. And
Did you see that wasn't the reason why Canelo thought he was cleaning the floor with the shirt?
No.
There's a fake photo of those mops where you throw like the rag over it. It's like the tea.
Yeah.
It's just those old school ones where you drop like a wet rag and then you kind of rub it around.
Uh-huh.
There was one of those with a Mexico shirt on it, and it looked like Lionel Messi had somebody photoshopped it, so it looked like Lionel Messi had put that up on Instagram. And apparently that's why he was saying he was cleaning the floor with the shirt.
Okay, because I saw the tweet from Andres Guardado, who was like, that was my jersey, bro. Relax. He's telling Canelo he's like, my brother in Christ. Do not get me in trouble with Lionel Messi.
Yeah. Also, like, I got invited to the asado, bro. Like, don't get me uninvited, dude.
It's really has to publicly call out a boxer that you might bump into. You gotta be a little bit brave. You have to know you're right about this shit.
Also, you're siding with Lionel Messi over a man from your country is pretty strong. And somebody else tweeted, "I'm Mexican, and here we love Messi more than Canelo." Damn, bro.
Bro,
you're fighting for your country's respect, and you getting cooked.
Bro, you got you know your place now.
Bro, you're getting cooked in the purrepecha, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, dog. They're making you into a tortilla.
So, so look, obviously big matches. We'll be back again tomorrow to go over all the matches as well. But we're happy, right? We weren't exactly sure. Okay, I'm happy. I can't.
So am I.
Alexis hasn't taken his medicine. I don't know.
I'm very happy, dude.
No, but
look, I was very loud about thinking the U.S. would top the group. I think had we beaten Wales, I believe we would have. No, we still wouldn't have. We would.
No, if we would have beaten Wales, yeah.
No, well, they still England still would have beaten us
on
goal
goal
differential.
Yeah.
So, but still, I was very confident that we would have been able to top the group. But I did say the odds are after that, the way we kind of got into the World Cup, we weren't winning. I was like, all right, we'll finish second. Yeah. And people still laughed me off. So
we're
tell me how my ass.
We're
did,
through now. Even Greg Berhalter said it's two different tournaments. Getting out of the group stage. And now
you got to go for broke.
Yeah, I wonder. I can get a little crazy, and but maybe I don't know how risky, how much risk you take. Do you change any lineups? Do you to me, I say go back to Walker Zimmerman. He has fresher legs in this match, and Virgil van Dijk is just no joke, and it's going to be a very physical. Game, and one. It's that Netherlands is not going to be able to move the ball around as much as they have against some other teams.
I'm confident of our midfield. I know Weston McKennie came out. Hopefully it wasn't an injury.
Yeah, he did that. I mean, he came out early in the first game as well.
Yeah. I know he just got back from an injury, so they're probably monitoring his minutes.
Yeah,
but
also I don't know the yellow card accumulation. Is that a thing? Does
I think it's only for the group stage, and then they start again.
I don't think so. I'm almost sure it resets after, I think, the quarterfinal, something like that. We got to confirm. I'll have that information by tomorrow. But but Tyler Adams did pick up a yellow, but I don't think They didn't mention it in the broadcast. They usually say misses next match in the little bottom of the screen when they get a yellow, and they're going to miss a match. So it doesn't seem like he is, but. Hopefully we have all our players. Hopefully Christian Pulisic and all his member is functioning fine. We'll pray for the genitals.
Imagine a split in half and he's got two dicks now, dude. I mean, that would be wild,
bro. Okay. We support it. We support it. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. Another World Cup Daily. I'm exhausted, bro, but we'll see.
Today was a lot. Thank you for everyone who came by. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for everybody who reached out. Also, Gully Squad, we love you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying all these daily episodes.
All right, everybody. Peace. We'll see you tomorrow.
Love you guys.